Hello, Ken Obasi and Leslie here again, just to talk about some things, just to let some things off my chest or whatever, or just basically just flow from the spirit. You know, it's one of the things I love to do. You know, one of the things I have to do is put it that way. It's just part of the process that keeps me balanced. Notice I didn't say sane. It keeps me balanced. And here we go. With all the things that are happening in the matrix, in the world, the confusion. It's pretty. I got Sebastian's up there. She's up on her ladder, chilling. I think she fell asleep and almost fell off. You know how that goes. But I'm gonna leave her alone for the time being. But anyhow, every now and then I like to do a reading for you, and my thing is I do love dealing with tarot, and and I find that tarot is a very deep way of and it's not really about prediction and all that kind of stuff. It's about the situation, because I think the readings are beyond time and space, and it starts to really deal with what is happening in our deepest selves. Sometimes our shadows, and sometimes what you might call the subconscious or the unconscious or whatever. But I find that they really go deep, and they create the situation for change. Because if you know what's going on and know what's going to happen, you know what the situation is, you know what the state of things are spiritually or internally, then it gives you the ability to do something about it, or to make a change, or you need to make a change. So what I usually use, and I bought these a few years ago, this is the tarot of the Orisha. This is the companion book, and sometimes I use this book, and sometimes I don't. It's just that, like, usually a lot of the interpretations in a lot of tarot books are pretty definitive, or whatever, and I think that when you do tarot, you may kind of refer back to the book from time to time, but after a while, it's just best to go ahead and interpret them for yourself. And one of the things, at this point in time, I don't like doing personal readings. It's just that I would rather for folks to find out and do research and find out how to do their own readings, and because I do readings for myself, and I'd rather do a more general reading, like readings for like the condition of the world, condition of the matrix, the condition of the country, state, city, whatever, you know. Uh, I like doing readings that deal with what is happening in the ether on a grander scale than basically, because sometimes, you know, it's just that, you know, I'm not going to say that I won't ever do personal readings, but at this time, my spirit is telling me kind of stay away from that, you know. So, now, you know, it's just that, you know, everybody knows what's happening in the world in terms of COVID and all that kind of stuff, and the elections, and you know, Trump and Biden and all that, you know. So you know, there are some things you know, that I may want to ask in terms of you know, now what is the situation. And again, you know, I probably will create a situation where you all can ask questions on a global level or whatever, you know. But, you know, this is in the November, this is the beginning of December, January 2021. You know, what is, well, let's put it this way. What is going to happen in December, you know? And so I'm just going to pick a card here. And, or, and here we go. And I haven't looked at this card at all. And here it is. I don't know if you can see it. Wow. Okay, and the question is like, what is going to be happening in December? December, Christmas coming up. December 21st, winter solstice. And that's a very important date because I don't know. I see the world look like the earth is wrapped around by something, by tentacles, something that looks like a snake. And actually, you know, and whoa, and this is a heavy card. Like I said, I did ask that question, and on one end it looks like a goat. On the other end there's a fish. You know, on the other end there's a bird up in there. You know, I don't know if this bird could be a dove or whatever. You know, but we'll work with this. And down at the bottom here in this corner is a dragon. You know, the fish, the goat, the dragon, and the dove. I'm gonna call that a dove, or we can just call it a bird. And there's four things that are taking place while the earth is wrapped around with, it's like when a snake wraps around its prey, uh, and it seems like it wants to start squeezing. You know, uh, it's just that, hey, and the snake definitely does not represent anything good. So, and at the top you can see the snake head. The snake head is right there. So on a Earth matrix level, um, I'm just seeing that. Hey, we're 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 in it. You know, the snake got us. It got us. Which of course can represent the COVID-19 uh, or the things that are evil. Or the things that are not positive, the things that are not uh, on the level of leveling up, or whatever, are the things that are going to now, and the card says the earth. And now, these other things, to me, are representing choices. The goat is Saturn, Capricorn, you know. Uh, I'm gonna have to look that up. It's just that uh, Capricorn usually represents order, uh, organization, laws, um, things that deals with government. You know, uh, the dragon, he represents, and he blows out like fire. And normally he represents change. We're gonna come in here and burn this stuff down, and there's gonna be a change. You know, and so then we have a fish, and fish is usually in the water. Is usually an animal that is, and most fish is pretty harmless, but actually, if the etymology of a fish, represents Jesus, or a spiritual being that is connected with the energy of Christos, and so uh, just again, uh, I'm seeing choices here, or I'm seeing energies here that will be coming into the earth, as this being wrapped around by this snake, which represents, evil, or being incarcerated, or, and then I have like the bird here, which is, I look at as a white dove, you know, which usually represents peace. So we have peace, we have Christ, we have organization, government, and we have like change, or or destruction. Let's say, the dragon comes in as and the dragon didn't have to be anything evil, but he comes in and he will tear up some stuff, and but a lot of people do find the dragon as being evil, you know but this card, like I said, I pulled this card for things that are happening in the month of December, you know, on a global level. And, you know, and if you want to look at it even closer, and, and basically you can make your own interpretation, But but there, here goes Sebastian's again, and but I find that, hey, you know, the earth being wrapped around by a snake, I mean that hey, you know, symbolically, you know, you don't have to go too deep with that, you definitely can see what's going on with that, and it's just that you got 1, 2, 3, 4, all these things that are happening in the corner, uh, and 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 it doesn't look like the snake is going to let go anytime soon. But I think that this card represents that choices, and people are going to have to make choices. You know, I mean, and or it represents a blending of those choices. You know, and it's just that. It's just that bring all these things together. You may be able to eliminate that snake. You know, so but basically, that is my reading. Uh, this is Ken Obasi Leslie. Like I said, that every now and then I like to do a reading, and it's just that. And again, I don't like to do personal readings at this time, but I hope you got something out of that. And hey, thank you for listening to me, and Odabo.